Hey, it's Ethan Jackson from V100 Topeka's Rock Leader. I'm here with Vince Frye today. Vince, you are being inducted into the Topeka Business Hall of Fame for 2022. What did it feel like when you got that phone call?
Well, it was pretty exciting to say the least. I've been here in Topeka working for 50 years. And so you always want to think that you're doing something that's of value to the community and to your business. And to get that call basically validates that somebody appreciates what I've done over those 50 years.
Absolutely. Now, you started work in advertising, correct, at a couple of the local TV stations here in town?
I did. I graduated from KU and came straight to Topeka to work for Channel 27, which back then was KTSB.
Mhm.
They've since changed it to KSNT. I worked there for 2 years in advertising and then moved over to WIBW TV, where I was for 24 years. So, total of 26 years in local television broadcasting.
That's awesome. How did all of that advertising, broadcasting experience help you with where you are now? For those that don't know, you've been doing things for the city of Topeka for several years. You're involved in a lot of the stuff that goes on downtown. How did all that help you get where you are today?
Well, as you know, in broadcasting, we are licensed to serve the public. And so I learned a long time ago that we should get involved and do whatever we can to help do whatever we can to make a difference. And so I started getting involved in various organizations, and each one of those led me to a new uh, interesting opportunity elsewhere. A network of people that have just continued to grow over the years. And so, I was in advertising and marketing. I was able to help a lot of businesses and meet a lot of people that way too. So, over the years, 50 years, you can meet a lot of people, you can be involved in a lot of things. And this is a community where you can get involved and you can make a difference. And I think I'm an example of that.
Absolutely. You've done a lot for the city of Topeka. Is there anything that you've done that you would say is like the highlight of your career?
Well, I think everybody right now is focused on what's we've been able to accomplish in downtown, a revitalization of downtown, and it's something that the citizens said they wanted back in 2008 in Heartland Visioning. It was the number one priority. It was a revitalized downtown. So to be able to bring that back to life and to make it viable again, I think is extremely exciting for me. And then to add to that, the Evergy Plaza, which I think is going to be one of the great assets of our community for many years to come.
Absolutely. You know, our studios are in downtown Topeka at Ninth and Kansas, and it's always a blast to go out on lunch and to walk down the street, maybe get to Evergy Plaza and get to go to a food truck and hear some local music and all of that good stuff downtown.
Yeah, it's so great to see because we couldn't do anything for a year because of COVID.
Mm.
And now to be able to gather and have the crowds and the excitement that it's generating it's exactly what we thought it would be, but it was a year or more before we could see it.
Absolutely. It's great. Now, last thing I want to ask you is what advice would you give to some younger folks, some kids, teenagers, um, when it comes to pursuing their goals, their dreams, and really being involved in the community and things like that that you've done?
Well, be open-minded. Take some chances. There were some opportunities presented to me that I kind of wondered whether I should do it or not. I was probably a little bit shy, and didn't know that if I didn't have the confidence, maybe. But I went ahead and did it, and it led to great opportunities. And each one of those kind of built upon itself. And so, you know, um, obviously, when you do those things, you want to give it your best effort,
Mhm.
and that's obviously very important. But be open-minded. Um, I never knew I was going to live in Topeka, Kansas, um, and quite frankly, uh, growing up in Kansas City, I always thought, Topeka, smaller community, probably couldn't provide what I would like in a career. Certainly wasn't the case. And so be open-minded, take opportunities when they're presented, and do your best when given that opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, Vince, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. And we look forward to seeing you get inducted in March of 2022.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, and I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Vince.
Thank you, Ethan.